Christmas Day news for us Chicago Bears fans from the head coaching perspective. Pete Carroll, one of the better coaches over the last 3 decades, has expressed interest to Adam Schefter that he wants to be on the sidelines again, specifically with the Chicago Bears. Carroll, who is known for player development and being a strong overall head coach, becomes a top candidate for Chicago. Excited to talk about him with you guys today, but hello everyone and Merry Christmas. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Now, before we begin today's Christmas episode, hit that like button if you want Pete Carroll in the head coaching interview mix for the Bears, along with commenting yes or no if you want him to become the Bears' next head coach or not, along with subscribing to the channel to stay up to date. In this holiday season, give the gift of subscribing, and I'll give you the gift of a free custom jersey. One winner will win a custom Chicago Bears jersey. All you got to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment yes or no in the comment section below. Can't wait to hear from you guys. So, who is Pete Carroll? Former Seattle Seahawks, New England Patriots, New York Jets, and USC head coach, mainly known for his time with USC and the Seahawks, was a big reason why also Bill Belichick was set up so well with the New England Patriots for a long time. Pete Carroll has coached in the NFL for a total of 18 seasons, along with coaching in college for a total of 9 seasons, so 27 years of head coach experience over that crazy amount of time. He is one heck of a candidate. 14 years with the Seahawks, 3 with the Patriots, 1 with the Jets. His record in the NFL speaks for itself, along with his time at USC. In 291 regular season games in the NFL, he has a 170, 120, and 1 record. 137 wins of being with the Seattle Seahawks, along with 89 losses, and that tie as well in his 14 years. But during that span with the Seattle Seahawks, he never lost more than 9 games, winning more than 7 games at least every single season. Let's break it down. 8 years of 10-plus wins, 11 years of 9-plus wins, and he never had a 8-win season, fun fact. But along with that, the dude was a playoff machine for the Seahawks. 10 of his 14 seasons, he took the Seattle Seahawks to the playoffs, 2 of which he walked, and 12 of his seasons, he walked into the final week of the season potentially as a wild card. So this guy almost made the playoffs every single year as a head coach, or at least was in the conversation. Didn't celebrate high draft picks. This guy wanted to win over and over, and with mid-round picks was still a solid roster. He had an 11-11 all-time playoff record as a Seahawks head coach, 2-time NFC champion, 1-time AFC champion as well when he was a coach earlier back in the 90s. And on top of it, too, a Super Bowl champion in 2013 with the Seahawks. This guy just finds ways to win, is the alpha coach that the Bears need. Along with that, has a great judgment for the game. Mainly a defensive-minded guy, but he still brings great knowledge and has developed plenty of offenses. And when I get into player development, you guys are going to definitely see that there. But overall, great because he runs the exact same scheme as Matt Eberflus did. The Bears don't have to go out and switch up this defense. This defense will understand it. There's not too much coaching. He can also bring in his own defensive guys. And Pete Carroll always brings in good coordinators. But on top of that, too, he has proven he can do it at every single level. He did it at USC with a 97-19 record in 9 seasons, along with 4 Rose Bowl wins when the Rose Bowl was the #1 game in the country. A total of 8 bowl wins, only 1 bowl loss during his time as the head coach. And also, that's a great connection of USC with Caleb Williams. Good conversation to kind of kick things off and have an icebreaker. But let's talk about the player development, because that's what we want as Bears fans, especially with this young roster. But this guy unlocks guys to their full potential, and he's done it with every single team he's been a part of. Let's go down the list of guys that he's made into all pros and Pro Bowlers. And this is just at a high level. There's been plenty more. From a Seahawks perspective, Russell Wilson, Bobby Wagner, Marshawn Lynch, DK Metcalf, Doug Baldwin, J.R. Sweezy, Max Unger, Edge Michael Bennett, Brandon Membane, defensive tackle, linebacker KJ Wright, linebacker, again, Bobby Wagner, too, defensive back Richard Sherman, defensive back Earl Thomas, and wide receiver Tyler Lockett. You go over to the Patriots, you guys know these guys, especially some of my 90s guys out there. Running back Curtis Martin, wide receiver Terry Glenn, tight end Ben Coates, offensive tackle Bruce Armstrong, offensive tackle Todd Rucci, left linebacker Chris Slade, cornerback Ty Law, and kicker Adam Vinatieri. USC offensive tackle Tyron Smith, a 3-time All-Pro. And then we all know defensive back Troy Polamalu for his crazy hair, but also fantastic Hall of Fame career. This guy shows that he can develop players, and that is something that the Bears fans absolutely need out of their next head coach. And that's what I'm really excited about, what Pete Carroll brings, along with also being a guy that can lead men and create a locker room experience. This holiday season, don't miss out on one of the best organic tequila seltzers that you could have. And on top of it, the best organic tequila you could get. Authentico and Freshie are paired up as a parent company, family-owned, women-owned, and Chicago-based owned. Make sure you go out and try it today this holiday season and enjoy it with friends and family and safe with Freshie and Authentico. Let's go into Pete Carroll's coaching style real quick over here. A tough guy, builds longevity, player development, knows offense and defense, and overall will build a strong culture that the Bears already built upon with Ryan Poles. And as we know, Matt Eberflus, got to give him credit, he did a pretty good job there. But the guys will definitely respect Carroll because of the fact that he'll come in and gain the respect instantly. Guys love playing for him. And on top of it, too, what I really respect about Pete Carroll is that even at 72 years old, this guy loves the game. He's obviously knows it well, and he's continued to have success even into his 70s. But he would build that big culture. And the big thing, too, for me is that he addresses when there's an issue in the locker room right away. Russell Wilson started to get too big of a head for himself, and Pete Carroll was like, see you later, pal. We're not working out, but that's okay. Not saying that would happen with Caleb Williams, but Rush got out of control very, very quickly. Caleb Williams, obviously having that USC connection, but also the respect of Pete Carroll, and Caleb Williams is just a good guy. Russell Wilson always seemed to have a big head, in my personal opinion. But he builds strong locker rooms, and when there is a cancer, he gets rid of it immediately. That's what I really respect about Pete Carroll and would love for him to bring to the Chicago Bears. So should the Bears do it? I think so. I think this is a top candidate that the Bears should bring in. I think that he brings a ton of good factors to this ball club. And overall, I think that Caleb Williams and this entire team would benefit tremendously from having a guy like Pete Carroll. So someone to definitely keep in mind, and hopefully the Bears can get out for a good deal, but also they're willing to open up the checkbook to bring in one of the best and a proven champion. Happy holidays though, everyone. It's been a great holiday season, and it's been a great year over here at Just Another Year Chicago. I'm grateful for all of you, and I hope you guys are grateful for the channel as well. We're just getting started because we also have a Cubs channel and a Bulls channel starting up here. So if you guys are fans of that, make sure you go check out those pages as well. But thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears on Christmas. I really appreciate it. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel and comment below. But with that, have a great holiday season. Happy Merry Christmas to everybody. And thank you for tuning in. And with that, thank you as always for tuning in, and bear down, baby.